Hi, church. It's Pastors Jen and Jacob with today's digital devotion. Thank you so much for taking this Holy Week journey with us as we go from Jesus's entry into Jerusalem for the last time on this past Sunday. Last night, we joined the disciples as they gathered around a table with Jesus to have the Passover meal together, and it has come to be known as their Last Supper. And tonight we journey with Jesus to the cross through his arrest, through his questioning by the Sanhedrin and Pontius Pilate, to the time of his crucifixion. It is the darkest service of the year in terms of the tenor, and it is a service that is so powerful and one that you really love putting together each year, Jen.
I do.
Tell us a little bit about why and what is in store for us tonight.
Well, you said the word dark, which could refer to the tenor of it, but it's also a service of tenebrae, which means literal bathed in darkness. And so we will have our candelabras out, and with each of the scripture readings that we read together as we get closer and closer to the crucifixion, we extinguish the candles. And so the end of the service is literally bathed in darkness because the light of the world has been snuffed out. Temporarily, we hope. One thing that we're doing this year, since we have had a sermon series during Lent called Unfaithful, when even the disciples missed the mark, and talking about all of the different stories in Scripture when Jesus' closest followers totally mess up, we're going to be talking about regret on Friday, tonight, at the Good Friday service, because along with all of our mistakes, even when we know that we are forgiven, there is sometimes this lingering feeling of regret. And so we're going to have an interactive piece to this as well. We'll be giving out these strips of linen cloth, and you're going to be invited to tie them on your wrist or on your purse strap or somewhere where you'll see it for the Easter Vigil, which is from tonight until Sunday morning. And think about the regrets that are still binding you in your life, that are tying you down, that are holding you back from being able to envision and receive and live new life and new experiences into your day-to-day. So that's going to be our theme for tonight. Wow. I don't know about you all, but something that we'll be talking about tonight is this idea that in American culture, we often push the mantra, like, no regrets, as if you're never supposed to regret anything that you've done in the past, because it would sort of take away from the person you are today, or, no experiences are bad experiences because everything has led you on this path. And while I think a lot of that sentiment comes from a good, healthy place, I also think it's okay to have regrets, to look back in your life and say, I made a bad decision, or I did the wrong thing and I learned from it, but it's still a regret. It's still something that I would not choose again for myself. And so that's going to be some of what we're talking about tonight.
Wow, well, thank you for teaching us how to unbind ourselves from those regrets to be able to live into the life of Christ. This sounds really powerful.
Well, we won't be unbinding until Easter morning, so you'll be invited to bring these back on Sunday morning.
Through the Easter Vigil. And then we're unbound through Christ.
And hopefully all things will be unbound.
Easter Sunday.
Easter Sunday morning.
That's great. Well, we look forward to being with you this evening and celebrating, we hope, the resurrection on Sunday morning.
Yes.
Take care.